I'm about to take you with me as I find as many keywords as I can as quickly as possible. See, most people think keyword research is just a complex task that takes forever. But after ranking thousands of blogs #1 on Google, I completely disagree. Because keyword research shouldn't be hard or time consuming. It's just that most people don't have a system in place to find keywords easily that rank and convert. So they end up spending hours trying to find the keywords or just completely waste their time by finding low quality keywords that actually hurt their rankings. That's why in this video, I'm going to show you the exact process I use in real time. And this is the same exact system that I use to rank dozens of SaaS clients #1 on Google. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do the same. Now, the first strategy I start with is always competitive analysis. And this is probably the fastest way to do keyword research successfully because you're already stealing exactly what works from your competitors who did all the work for you. But the thing is, if you just plug in the domain of your competitor into Ahrefs or SEMrush, you're gonna get thousands of keywords out of it. And that's way too many to sort through manually, and you can't use all of them because 99% of them are probably irrelevant or just duplicates. So what I'm gonna do instead is analyze individual blog posts or page URLs, which is gonna give me a focused list of about 50 to 100 keywords depending on the performance, and that's a lot easier to work through. So for this example, I'm gonna use an SMS marketing software. It has a huge SEO market. I'm going to start by looking at my competitors. So let's say I'm the founder of an SMS marketing software. I will just search up SMS marketing software, simple as that. And I'm going to go through and look at the top results that are ranking right now on Google. So I see slick text, I see easy texting, simple texting, and then I see Klaviyo, for example, and then I see Textedly. So those are some great examples right there. Being a founder of an SMS marketing software, you should already know which are your main competitors. So just choose the biggest ones that are relevant from a features perspective. Then I'm gonna go through and analyze each one of these. So I'm gonna pull up Textedly into Ahrefs like this, and then I'm gonna open a few more. So I'm gonna pull up slick text, just like that. And then easy texting, we can also pull up into Site Explorer, and then simple texting we can pull up as well into the Site Explorer here. So now we have 4 URLs that rank for thousands and thousands of keywords that we can do competitive analysis on. So I'm going to break this down into a few different methods. The first method is going to be looking at their most qualified keywords. So we're going to go ahead and sort by the United States, and then we're going to sort in Ahrefs under the organic keywords tab, sorting by cost per click. This is the CPC. What this is going to do right off the bat is give us their most qualified or bottom of the funnel pages. And then we're only going to look at individual blog posts. So as we can see here, there's a best SMS marketing for small business keyword. This has a $38 cost per click. This is their second highest cost per click. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up this page URL by itself like that. And I'm going to click on organic keywords just like that. And then I'm going to keep scrolling. And what I'm looking for is individual pages that aren't just their homepage. So for example, all of these keywords right here are their homepage. So we're not looking at that quite yet. So I'm going to scroll, and then I see SMS for e-commerce. I'm going to open up this URL like that. I see church texting software. I see customer review software. I'm going to open all of these up, and I see the text marketing for small business again. So that's just page 1. Now I'm going to go to page 2 right here and look for even more of these individual pages. I see political text messaging software that's a bit different than the rest. I see how to send HIPAA compliant text messages. So that's a how-to article, which could be bottom of the funnel. And then I see mass texting apps. I'm going to open that up. So I can repeat this process across the next 5 to 10 pages until the cost per click gets too low relative to the market. So low in this market is like a $3 or $5 cost per click. These are all $20 cost per click. So these are super high. And then if we open all of these up, I'm basically going to analyze the given keywords at a more micro level. So in this case, we're sorted by traffic right now. So this is showing like their top keyword based on their positional ranking and volume. So there's 2 things to look at here. #1, the highest traffic keyword as well as the highest volume keyword. So right now their highest traffic keyword is the best texting service for small business, but the highest volume keyword is business texting software. So it looks like the same exact page is ranked at number 5 and number 8, which means these keywords overlap. So typically the best way to go about this is to actually target the keyword that they targeted. So the main keyword they targeted was simply text message marketing for small business. And apparently, according to Google and according to this data, if you target text message marketing for small business, you should be able to rank for all 150 of these keywords because Textedly has. So we're gonna go ahead and mark that as its own keyword. We're gonna open up a Keywords Explorer tab here. We'll put it all the way on the left side here. We're gonna to start building our list. So we're going to go ahead and copy this keyword and then throw it in there. And then coming back to the page right here, the last thing you want to do before you close out of this is look for any outlier keywords that they aren't targeting. So you're going to sort by position like this. And it looks like they're in the top 10 for all of their keywords except one, which is text message marketing for small business, but I'm not sure why that's showing at number 67. We can ignore that. Therefore, there are no outlier keywords. So we can go ahead and close out of that and move to the next page. So this one is SMS marketing for e-commerce. So the main keyword here that they're getting the most traffic for and that they rank number 1 for is the e-commerce SMS marketing. This is the 800 search volume, $9 cost per click. This is the best keyword out of this page. So we're going to instantly copy that. But then before we leave, we're going to see if there's any outliers, and it looks like there's really not. So we're going to copy this, and then we can throw it into our master list over here. And then I'm just going to continue this process across all of these pages, but I'm probably going to speed it up. Okay, so now we've gone through all of those and we found 9 keywords that are all bottom of the funnel and they look really, really good. The next thing you want to do is come back to the main master list across the entire site, and instead of sorting by cost per click, you can go ahead and sort by volume. Now, this is going to allow you to find top of the funnel keywords that are basically going to match your bottom of the funnel keywords and give it a nice mix. So for example, what is RCS messaging? Has 44,000 search volume. That's definitely a good informational keyword we want to target. SMS meaning is another one because that has 47,000 search volume. Textedly is ranked number 3. RCS versus SMS, that's a really good keyword because it's an easy keyword to rank for and it has 28,000 search volume. And instead of pulling up pages for this example, you're just going to go through individual keywords because we're looking for very high volume outliers. You can see that there's like a Merry Christmas text right here that you can do for businesses. So you can say Merry Christmas text for B2B, something like that. I even see like an SMS marketing keyword here. So this is basically going to be an informational general guide for what is SMS marketing. It's good to bring in a lot of traffic and kind of boost up those more bottom funnel pages. And there's even an MMS meeting keyword. So it's kind of just like the brother there. So you can go ahead and copy all of these and then let's move to page 2 right here. I even see like what does opt mean in text. Technically, this is going to bring in no qualified customers. It might rarely, but it really isn't going to. It might bring really low quality customers, but this is really good to pull in trust from Google and boost up the bottom of funnel keywords. So this is a great list so far. I'm going to go ahead and throw these in just like this. And then what we can go ahead and do is move over to the next competitor. So we're going to look at Slick Text now. So what we're going to do is go ahead over to the top pages tab this time instead of the organic keywords tab, which we might also do depending on what we find here. This is basically going to show you the top pages instead of the top keywords. And then all of the keywords are nested under these pages. So on this page, what you can do is sort by the traffic value, just like this in this column. What this is going to show you is the SEO traffic value for the entire page. SEO traffic value is basically how much you need to spend on PPC ads to get the same amount of traffic that Ahrefs is estimating that the given URL is getting for that page. So with a site that has a ton of traffic like Slick Text, you're still gonna get top of the funnel pages. You're not gonna sort all of those out, but at least you can look for the most bottom of funnel pages within your top list. So in this case, we see that we have mass text messaging service. We already targeted that keyword. There's a new one here, text message automation. So we can go ahead and pull up this page. If you hit overview like that, we see text blast service, text alert service, and you're just going to open up pages that stick out to you that are bottom of the funnel. So Santa doesn't really stick out to us. Obviously their pricing page does not, but something like text broadcast service might. So we see business text messaging here. That looks like a good keyword we'll look at. Employee communication might even be a good keyword. And then you can get into alternatives here. So this is easy texting alternatives. That's a whole different story. Coming down here, I see SMS autoresponder. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at these and just do the same exact analysis. We're going to choose the best keyword from each of these pages. So I'll do the first few as examples. So we have automated texting service. It's a really difficult keyword to target, but it's worth targeting. We actually want to target automated texting software. That might be a little better because we are a software. We are not a service, even though people might use the keyword service. You're still going to rank for both. And that looks like it's one of the only good keywords, or at least you can target that keyword and rank for all of them. So we'll just take that individually and then we'll move on. I see text blast service. So text blast software is a great keyword. So we'll just take that one and then we'll move on like this. And then I'm just going to speed through the rest of these. Okay, so coming back to Slick Text, we just looked through all of their top pages and now we're going to look at their top keywords just like this. And then we're going to go ahead and sort by their cost per click this time and look for bottom of funnel keywords as well. So right off the bat, we can already see some good keywords. In this case, we're not going to ignore their homepage. We're going to look at keywords that their homepage is ranking for. So things like top SMS marketing platforms. This is a great listicle keyword that we easily found because their homepage is already ranking for it. We have send to SMS campaign, SMS and email marketing software, assuming that my SMS software also does email marketing. And then I can just give it a scroll and kind of keep looking through these first few pages. I see a nice one here, active campaign competitors. So this is another alternatives page. And it seems like this one does have a really high cost per click. That's a $23 cost per click. I see another keyword here that probably won't duplicate or overlap with other ones I've targeted already. And that's texting solutions for business. Another good one here, bulk SMS campaigns, text mobile marketing for mobile SMS marketing. And then I can keep going through to the next page. It's starting to look like a lot of these are repeating, but here's another good keyword, SMS marketing for nonprofits. So once again, as I go through these, I'm just looking for keywords that won't overlap with each other because we're looking at all of the keywords as a whole. Some of them might overlap with each other, like email blast service will probably overlap with the mass text and the SMS blast keywords that I've already put in my list. So we'll just take these keywords for now. I'm going to go ahead and throw them in this list. So I'm going to go ahead and speed run through the next two competitors and see what we come up with. All right, so I just finished up and overall we got a huge list already just from competitive analysis alone. Let's go ahead and hit search on all of these and we can check out all of the data. So in total, we already found 52 keywords, once again, just from competitive analysis. Now, if you want to rank your SaaS #1 on Google search results without having to do all of this keyword research by yourself, you can go ahead and book a call below. I've ranked dozens of SaaS companies #1 on Google using the same exact process. So if you want to see if we could do the same for your SaaS, check out the description below and you can book a call there. So now from competitive analysis alone, we're at 52 total keywords. And at this point, we have a solid foundation, but we're going to expand. The first way we're going to expand is finding more of the same exact types of keywords. The second way we're going to expand is by increasing our buying intent to be bottom of the funnel. This means changing things like keyword modifiers and looking for similar keywords around the ones we already have to target different buying intents lower in the funnel. All of this is going to make sense as I unravel this. So we have our keyword list here and we're going to go ahead and duplicate this page, copy all of the keywords that we have right now. So in this case, it's 52 total, then paste them in a new keywords explorer like this. And then we're going to go over to search suggestions, related terms, and matching terms. I'm going to take you through these. So first we'll start with search suggestions. This is typically the easiest process. You can set up your filters in the search suggestions. It gave you 2,500 suggestions for keywords. Right now we're sorted by search volume, so we're going to get a lot of top of the funnel keywords. We want to find just in general more of the same exact keywords. So we can do a few different things. We can first off set the keyword difficulty to be a maximum of 35. This is going to allow us to find keywords that are not extremely difficult to rank for, so they're still good quality keywords to target, but then we can sort by exactly what we want. So we can sort by cost per click, for example. Now it's going to show us keywords that are sorted by most quality or highest quality, bottom of the funnel keywords, but keywords that are only under a 35 keyword difficulty. So depending on what you offer, some of these keywords are going to be extremely relevant. Some of them are going to be extremely irrelevant. SMS marketing for Shopify is a great keyword right here. It has a $16 cost per click. I'm assuming this is going to be relevant to my SMS SaaS. I already have these top 4 keywords right here or something similar. Let's say I integrate with HubSpot. SMS marketing HubSpot might be a good keyword, although it's going to be tougher to rank on because HubSpot's going to dominate the keyword. It's still a good keyword to target for AI overviews and AI search results because the rankings don't really matter as much as long as I'm somewhere in the top 10 or 15. SMS marketing reviews can target to a new sub-market, which is the reviews market. SMS marketing white label, we didn't find any white label keywords in the competitive analysis, but just because of the search suggestions, we just found a white label keyword. Best SMS marketing campaigns is a great middle of funnel keyword, good cost per click as well. SMS and MMS marketing is a great keyword because we can show the benefits of both. Those are two different types. MMS basically just means like media, and then SMS is like the actual text. We even have a nice top of funnel keyword here, which is SMS marketing versus email marketing. Then coming down just on the first page alone, again, we have keywords like cost of SMS marketing, which I know is a keyword that crushes because if you pull up the parent keyword right here, SMS marketing pricing, it has a really good amount of search volume. SMS affiliate affiliate marketing, and then SMS marketing templates is another great keyword, and then how to SMS marketing or how to do SMS marketing could be a nice how-to article. So that alone on page 1 gave us 11 keywords. So we're going to go ahead and throw those in a brand new list. We're going to copy all of the original keywords, also throw that in a list. So on page 2 here, I'm just going to continue on. We're getting to pretty low cost per clicks right here. So we're in the $4, $3 range. So we're only going to find a few that are maybe middle of the funnel or top of the funnel. SMS marketing ideas is a great middle of the funnel keyword. SMS marketing WhatsApp, if you offer anything around WhatsApp, most SMS companies do. So I'm just going to include that. How to send a business text message is great. SMS marketing guide. Use cases, SMS marketing rules, ROI. These are all really, really great middle of funnel, top of funnel keywords. So these are people who know about SMS marketing. They're aware of it. They're not just top of the funnel. SMS marketing conversion rate. And then coming down here, I see a types of SMS marketing. SMS marketing compliance is a great keyword. So we haven't even found that keyword yet, but compliance is always a great keyword on a lot of different markets. And you can even get into like benchmarks and then laws if you want to. For this case, we're not going to. So this is a great list of keywords, another 11 count. That was not on purpose. I'm going to add that to the main list. And then you can continue this process on and try not to find duplicate keywords. But I'm just going to go over to related terms to give you guys a little bit of a look. We can clear all of our filters and showcase that there are 9,000 total keywords that are similar or related to the keywords that we found. So this is based off of the actual keyword itself. You can hone in on the type of keyword. So you can open up the SMS tab right here. For example, you can even open up like texting, and then you can look at service, for example, and this is going to give you like some bottom of funnel keywords. So like SMS mass texting service, right? So basically you're looking for terms that include all of these, SMS, texting, and service within it. So you can get a little bit creative here. This one's a little bit more in depth and we don't really need to use it. This is from finding a little bit more niche keywords. And then coming into the matching terms, it's kind of a similar process. They just use a little bit different of a formula. But we're going to ignore all of that for now. And what we're going to skip to is doing keyword modifiers. So keyword modifiers allows us to look at these keywords and add modifiers to the keyword to change the intent and target a completely new search volume or search intent. And it doesn't really take any effort or work. So we can go ahead and do it in this view right here. So keyword modifiers can be a couple different things. It can be pre-phrase. So it can be at the beginning of the phrase, or it can be at the end of the phrase. So for example, you have SMS marketing WhatsApp right here. The search intent for this keyword, if we hit search Google like this, is going to be kind of general guides and blogs about what SMS marketing on WhatsApp is. A really, really easy keyword modifier we can add to this is going to be adding the word software at the end. So we can just copy the same exact keyword like this, SMS marketing WhatsApp, and then you type in software just like that. So this just gave us a brand new keyword that targets a completely different market. So if I was to search up this keyword just like this, it's going to show specific softwares or even listicles of softwares just like this. So another example of using the software keyword modifier would be like e-commerce SMS marketing, which is going to give you probably just general guides about e-commerce SMS marketing. So for example, it's an e-com SMS marketing guide, right? These are all just like guides. This one's a platform. Versus if we did software, it's going to give you direct softwares, and you can see that the guides are just nowhere to be seen. So this is where we can create a brand new keyword by literally doing nothing except adding a keyword modifier. So I'm going to go ahead and do this on a few different keywords and see how many more we come up with. So I just went ahead and added 5 to 10 keywords in a really easy manner. Another keyword modifier you guys can use is adding what is or some sort of general guide keyword modifier to keywords. So this is basically the inverse of exactly what we just did. For example, you have text blast software as a keyword. That was the original keyword that we had. We didn't add that modifier. You might want to add what is text blast software, and you kind of go through a guide about what text blast software is. Or another version of this would be using the word guide. So for example, wrapping them together, mobile messaging marketing could be mobile messaging software just like this, or even adding another one and saying mobile messaging marketing guide just like that. So this one might overlap with this one, just depending on what you can write about. Always make sure to check the search intent by actually searching up the keyword. All right, so if we hit search on this, what we can see is that that we already have 87 keywords, and that's it. So I managed to find 87 keywords in a really short amount of time. And these aren't just random options that I pulled out of thin air. Every one of these keywords has a good search intent, has good search volume, and has a sustainable chance of ranking #1 on Google. But just knowing how to research and choose keywords that are winning on Google isn't all you need to convert customers from your organic traffic. So if you want to see how we use the same exact keyword research strategy to book 50 demos in just 30 days for a SaaS company, you can watch this video next here, and I'll see you over there.